Hi, in this video drum lesson I thought we'd take a look at the intro drum groove from the song Up All Night by the band Blink-182, drummed by the tattooed tub thumper Travis Barker. And before I actually show you the actual drum beat played, I thought I'd give you an example of a type of drum beat that you could play if you're finding the actual drum beat too difficult. A simplified version of the drum beat, in other words. It's also going to help us to play the more complicated version later on in this video. So to start off with, it's best that you understand that we're playing 16th notes all the way through this. 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander. There are 4 beats to the bar, and each beat is split up into 4 16th notes. 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander. And we're playing all the 16th notes on the hi-hat. To start off with, this is the simplified drum beat. Right, left, 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 right, left. 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander. We're playing bass drum on beats 1 and 2 with the right hand on the hi-hat. So we play 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander. Those bass drum notes on beats 1 and 2 are coming down with the right hand. And then on beat 3 we're going to move the right hand down to the snare drum for 1 note and then back up to the hi-hat for the next right hand note. So the left hand is staying up on the hi-hat all the way through, and the right hand is coming down just for 1 snare drum note on beat 3, like this. 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander, 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander. It's called a half-time drum beat because there's only 1 snare drum note in the bar, in this case on beat 3. Usually there's a snare drum backbeat on beats 2 and 4. Well, in this case we've only got 1 snare drum note on beat 3, so it's called a half-time drum beat because, I guess because it sounds half the speed. The 1 snare drum note in the bar makes it sound half the tempo of a drum beat with 2 snare drum notes in the bar. That's the theory anyway. So again, this simplified drum beat is this, a bit faster. 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander, 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander. And up to speed of the song. Do, 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 do. One final touch you can add to the simplified drum beat is to add the open hi-hat note that occurs on the of beat 3. Now that so happens to fall with the left hand just before beat 4. So the hi-hat's going to open at the same time as the left hand strikes the hi-hat on the of beat 3, and then close immediately after again when the right hand hits the next hi-hat note on beat 4 straight afterwards. So we get A4. A4, my foot's going open close, A4, hi-hat foot that is, open close, A4, A4. So let me try that simplified drum beat again slowly with the open hi-hat in on the of beat 3. Sounds like this. 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander, 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander, 1. Bit faster now. 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander, 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander, 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander, 1. And up to tempo. So there's the simplified version of the actual drum beat that Travis plays in the intro groove. Next I thought we'd take a look at the actual drum beat itself. Okay, so to play the actual drum beat itself, we've just got to make a few changes to that. But those few changes can be quite difficult. So the first thing I want you to understand is that the right hand is going to be moving to the ride cymbal, and it's going to strike the ride cymbal on every and of the bar. So just the hands, without the snare drum, without the bass drum, without the open hi-hat bit, will just be playing this. 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The right hand on its own is doing this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The left hand just adding in the E and the in between. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander. So again, the left hand is going to stay on the hi-hat all the way through this. It doesn't move at all. It's the right hand that does all the running around the kit. So the next level, after we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, is to bring the right hand down to the snare drum for the backbeat on beat 3. So it's not going to interrupt the ands on the ride cymbal because the snare drum falls on 3 and there's going to be an and on the ride cymbal 4 and after the snare drum note on 3. So again, just the hands with now the snare drum backbeat added. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So this is where it starts to get a little bit complicated. Your mind starts to go, hands going all over the place. But really what's happening is I'm doing this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just bringing down the right hand for that one snare drum note on beat 3. And like I said before, it just so happens that we've got a ride cymbal bell, a ride cymbal note before the snare, and 3 and a ride cymbal after it, and 3 and. So the right hand on its own will be doing this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's very confusing when you're breaking it down like this. A lot of this stuff is muscle memory that after you've played it around a few times, your hands kind of take over. You're not really thinking about it. Certainly when I'm playing onto this song, I'm not really conscious of what my right hand's doing. If I start to focus on it too much, I lose myself. So I'm really just focusing on this thing going and then bringing down the right hand for that one snare drum note without thinking too much about what happens next with the hands. And you'll know what I mean if you've been playing a few years. There's certain beats and fills that you just go into autopilot for. And this pattern here is one of those patterns. But you can learn it without muscle memory just by carefully practicing it note by note. Okay, so now we've got the snare drum backbeat included into the bar. Let's now add the bass drum on beats 1 and 2 of the bar. So they're going to be falling down with the right hand, the bass drum note, and it just so happens that those two bass drum notes are going to be falling down with the right hand when it's playing on the hi-hat, not the ride cymbal, because again the bass drum's on 1 and 2 and the ride cymbal was played only on the ands, not the downbeats 1, 2, 3 and 4 of the bar. So very slowly now with the bass drum added as well, we get this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Perhaps a bit faster now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And up to speed now. 1, 2, 3, 4. See the concentration in the eyes. Try to get my way through this without making too many mistakes in front of the camera. Okay, so final stage, once we've got that down, is to add the open hi-hat back in. Now, at every stage throughout this video so far, I've been adding bits and taking bits away. You can pick and choose which bits you choose to add. You know, if the ride cymbal bit's too hard for you, then the simplistic drum beat at the beginning of this video is going to be the one for you. If you want to just play what I played a second ago and leave out the open hi-hat, and then you can do that as well. So you can pick and choose which bits you want to take in, leave out. Of course, it's up to you. So like I say, final stage, let's add the hi-hat opening on the of beat 3. So it's going to fall on the left hand, remember, from the simplistic drum beat at the beginning of this video. And it's going to open for 1/16th note, closing on beat 4 when the right hand strikes the hi-hat. So now let me play the drum beat for you slowly with the hi-hat opening included without making too many mistakes, hopefully. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So notice that after I hit the hi-hat on the ride cymbal on the and of 3, the hi-hat opening is straight afterwards. And a 3, sorry, and a 4, and a 4. So it's right cymbal, then left hand after with the open hi-hat, and then the hi-hat closes when the right hand moves to the hi-hat straight afterwards. So you get these 3 notes in a row. And a 4, and a 4, and a 4. Useful to realise that's what's going on there. And a 4, and a 4, and a 4. If you realise that, you might find it a bit easier to include it. So you're waiting for that ride cymbal on the and of 3, open, then it closes, then you're back to the ride cymbal afterwards. But remember, after that ride cymbal note, you're coming back to the hi-hat for when it closes. and a close, and a 4, and a 4, like that. So a little bit faster now. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1. And let's now try it up to speed again, hopefully without making too many mistakes. Okay, so there you go, that's the whole drum beat, and like I said earlier on, you can pick and choose which bits you want to include, the ride cymbal, movement, the open hi-hats. It's up to you which bits you include and take out when you're playing onto the song. So you can download the full drum charts for this song from my website. Just follow the links beneath this video and you'll be taken straight there. You can also contact me if you've got any questions through my Facebook page, subscribe to me on my YouTube channel, write on my website's forum at www.drumstheword.com. You can email me, you know, lots of different ways to contact me, so please do, and I'll see you next time.